53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Amari Cooper.
23 yards on the play.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Cooper again the target, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Mike, 53, Mike, it's just me. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. The open man is Westbrook. And some room to maneuver. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Cowboys nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On first and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got him.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott finds a seam inside the 40. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But it's third down.
Prescott from the gun on third. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
22 yards.
A gain of 22. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Washington going to send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Dak's going to keep it on the option. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Prescott going to keep again. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys, nothing.
Going to keep it. This is out quickly to the right, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike, check. 59. Here we go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Check 53. Come on, baby.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check nickel. Under 10. 10. 60 Bison. 19 White. 53. Mike.
He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Big yardage that time for Washington. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Prescott going to do it himself. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 26 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
The kick is good.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
14. Greg Zerline to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Mostert now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And the lead is now 13.
Kick is good. Makes this Washington 27, Cowboys 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
7-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Prescott now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Elliott a first down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Complete to
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Prescott yet again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 16, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 19.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Mostert now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 73 yards. If you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they've got to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
first down. Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Final play of the half, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on 1st down. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Is good. Makes this Washington 34, Cowboys 28.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Time to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Washington on third down. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First 25 yards that time. Scrimmage back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right. 53 is the mark.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. he didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
53, check 53.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. It's Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
28.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And inches.
try and run the option to pick it up. A quick toss outright. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Complete.
They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Yeah, he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 36 yards on the play.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one. And they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second and 6. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
1st down, Dallas.
A run here with Dak. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Prescott to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. This is Elliott.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Hey, you got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Complete in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. shot now for Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Cowboys 35, Washington 34. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Cowboys, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL